All right, guys, topic of the day, protein powders. Big question, how to choose. Hundreds of them out there, guys, hundreds of them. Not to mention the fact that there's really no one size fits all. So you gotta do your research. Now, needs, why do you need it, right? Protein is gonna be something that builds muscle tissue, recovers muscle tissue after your workouts. Now, another thing when you're looking at proteins is, what are your needs nutritionally? You got to look at the nutrition labels, guys. Those nutrition facts are a humongous deal. So there's going to be some with a lot of sugars in it, some with no sugars in it, some that have a little bit of fats. Guys, I recommend protein being as low a calorie as possible and no sugars added. You don't want to spike your blood sugar any times of the day. So try to keep them as level as possible. Now, quality is a big thing too whenever you're looking at protein powders because you're ingesting them every day. Guys, once again, you are what you eat. What you eat, what you put into your body is your fuel. So you're gonna have effects of that directly. Now, another thing is gonna be the kinds of proteins that you're looking at. You've got animal proteins, you've got your animal-based proteins. If you're gonna do that, I would look more grass-fed. You don't want the pesticides and everything that goes into those if they're not grass-fed animal-based protein. Another thing is you got your dairy proteins. I'm not a big fan of pretty much anything dairy, so guys, you're gonna have to do your research on that. Those I haven't had a whole lot of research done underneath that. Another thing is vegan. I know if you're gonna go vegan, guys, you guys wanna do mainly organic. Even with the vegan proteins, plant-based proteins, you're gonna have a lot of pesticides, a lot of GMOs, a lot of things like that if you don't go organic. Now, the main one that you're usually looking at are your whey proteins. You've got your wheys that are gonna be faster acting, and you've got your caseins that are a little bit slower acting. The caseins are gonna be usually used at night. The whey proteins, you have your isolates, you have your hydrolyzed, you have your concentrates. Guys, your hydrolyzed, that just gonna mean it's a little bit faster acting. Your isolates is gonna be that it's purely that form, and then the concentrate just means that it's probably gonna be a little bit slower acting. Now, for me personally, I'm not, marketing for them, but I personally like the Isomorph. They make a, shout out Nate Brand out there, they make a honey granola and it's changed my life. Pretty Babe can attest for it too. Everybody I've turned it on to, phenomenal results, guys. Now, that being said, another thing that you like about it or that you have to look at is how it absorbs. So how it shakes up, how it tastes when it goes down. This protein mixes completely. There's no chunks and it tastes great. Now, last thing I'm gonna add is that you cannot ultimately substitute nutrients from food. So if you're wanting that quality, guys, eat a healthy meal, some chicken and rice. The protein, all good and fine, but that's still processed. You cannot substitute nutrients from food. So grab you a healthy meal afterwards, or in my suggestion, a Isomorph honey granola shake. It'll do you right.